A disturbing image appears first. A chimpanzee covered in blood walks slowly through a destroyed television set. The studio is silent, broken, and filled with bodies. Nothing is explained yet. The scene shifts to a quiet horse ranch in California. Otis Haywood Sr. works alongside his son Otis Jr., known as OJ, caring for horses at their family business, Haywood's Hollywood Horses. A radio nearby mentions the mysterious disappearance of two hikers. Suddenly, the power goes out. A strange screaming sound echoes from the sky. Small objects begin falling from above. One of them, a coin, strikes Otis Sr. directly in the eye, killing him instantly. OJ rushes his father toward the hospital, but he does not survive. Later, back at the ranch, OJ notices something unnatural. A metal key is lodged deep inside one of the horses, suggesting the objects that fell from the sky were not normal debris. During the opening credits, a rippling green square appears. It slowly zooms into the earliest motion picture footage of a black man riding a horse, later revealed to be the Haywoods' ancestor. 6 months pass. OJ struggles to keep the ranch alive. He waits on a commercial set where their horse Lucky is being used. The shoot is led by famous cinematographer Antlers Holst. OJ's sister Emerald, called M, arrives late and explains horse safety rules to the crew. She proudly explains that the first black man ever captured on film riding a horse was their great-great-great-grandfather. The crew ignores the warnings and pushes Lucky too far. The horse reacts violently. The Haywoods are blamed, fired, and Lucky is replaced by a CGI horse. With money running out, OJ and M visit Ricky Jupe Park, a former child actor who owns a Western-themed attraction called Jupiter's Claim. They sell Lucky to him, the 11th horse they've sold to survive. While talking, Jupe recalls a traumatic childhood memory from the sitcom Gordy's Home, where a chimpanzee actor suddenly attacked the cast. He later offers to buy the Haywood Ranch. M encourages OJ to consider the offer. That night, M talks about how their father once promised to let her train a horse named Jean Jacket, a promise that never came true. As they talk, one of their horses, Ghost, is found standing alone in the arena without explanation. OJ goes out to investigate. Strange lights appear in the distance. A recorded voice plays through speakers, then abruptly stops. Ghost panics and runs away. The other horses begin acting aggressively. The house briefly loses power. When the lights return, OJ looks into the sky and sees a massive silent flying object hovering above the ranch. He tells M the object was fast, quiet, and enormous. The next day, they buy cameras from an electronics store, hoping to capture footage. An employee named Angel Torres becomes interested and helps them set everything up, believing the area could be a UFO hotspot. Angel later installs the cameras at the ranch. M secretly brings back a fake horse statue stolen from Jupiter's Claim to use as bait. Jupe arrives looking for it, but M lies convincingly. He invites them to an upcoming event, but the wind carries his flyer away as he leaves. The cameras are active. OJ notices another horse, Clover, has been released. Strange figures appear, looking like aliens. One sneaks up behind OJ, and he punches it, only to discover it is a child. The aliens turn out to be Jupe's kids wearing costumes to scare him. Soon after, the real threat appears. The object in the sky arrives and begins pulling things upward. The fake horse is sucked into the air and gets stuck. Clover panics and runs. Angel, watching remotely, notices a cloud that never moves and warns M. OJ hides safely, but watches Clover get pulled into the sky. The cameras fail. One is blocked by a praying mantis, while the others shut down completely. M wants to leave, but OJ believes they are dealing with something alive and convinces her to stay. The story jumps back to 1998. Young Jupe is filming an episode of Gordy's Home. During a birthday scene, balloons pop loudly. The chimp Gordy becomes terrified and attacks the cast. Jupe hides under a table and notices a shoe standing upright on its own. He watches his co-stars get brutally injured. After 6 minutes and 13 seconds, Gordy calms down and approaches Jupe using sign language. Gordy reaches out for a fist bump, but before contact is made, he is shot dead. Back in the present, Jupe prepares for an upcoming show with encouragement from his wife. OJ finds Jupe's flyer promoting the Star Lasso experience and realizes Lucky is involved. He goes to Jupiter's Claim to take the horse back. During the show, Jupe tells the audience he has witnessed something extraordinary in the sky. A glass box holding Lucky is revealed as part of the spectacle. Lucky refuses to leave the box. The creature arrives early. Shadows reveal the audience being lifted into the air. Inside the creature, screams and crushing sounds are heard. The rippling green square is revealed to be its eye. The UFO is not a ship, it is a living predator. OJ arrives later to find the park empty. Lucky is unharmed. The creature returns and nearly takes OJ, knocking him unconscious. He escapes with Lucky and warns M that the creature sees the land as its territory. The creature hovers above the house and releases blood and debris from the people it consumed. OJ's truck shuts down before reaching them. When the rain stops, flags from the fake horse hang high in the sky. The fake horse crashes through his windshield. The next morning, OJ, M, and Angel escape. OJ explains the creature attacks when people look at it. Antlers hears about the missing audience. The next day, the plan begins. Antlers' host arrives at the Haywood Ranch with a large, hand-cranked film camera. Unlike digital cameras, this one does not rely on electricity, so it cannot be disabled by whatever is in the sky. He sets it up carefully, treating the task with extreme seriousness. Angel helps prepare the area by hanging bright inflatable tube men around the ranch. These moving figures will help reveal where the creature is hiding by showing how the wind shifts when it passes. Emerald monitors the cameras and equipment from a distance. OJ prepares Lucky. They wait. Suddenly, an electric motorcycle approaches the ranch. It is a TMZ reporter named Ryder Mybridge. He ignores warnings and crosses into the area, obsessed with getting footage. The moment the creature moves above him, the motorcycle shuts down and throws him violently onto the ground. OJ rides toward him, trying to help. Ryder is badly injured, his bones clearly broken, but instead of asking for help, he begs OJ to film the moment. He keeps talking about the money shot. The creature descends. OJ is forced to leave Ryder behind as the reporter is lifted, screaming into the sky and swallowed. OJ continues riding Lucky across the open land. He keeps his head down, refusing to look up, covering the horse's eyes and placing two reflective objects on the back of his hood so they resemble eyes. Jean Jacket follows him, moving silently above. The inflatable tube men reveal its path through the air. As the creature closes in, OJ releases a small parachute-like training flag into the air. Jean Jacket swallows it, allowing OJ to escape into a nearby wooden ramp and hide. Antlers continues cranking the camera and successfully captures clear footage of the creature. However, Antlers becomes obsessed. He sees an opportunity to capture the creature in perfect light, something no one has ever done before. He steps away from safety, positioning himself directly under Jean Jacket. He looks up. Jean Jacket reacts instantly and swallows Antlers whole, ending his pursuit of the impossible shot. Angel watches in horror from below. Jean Jacket turns toward him next. Angel is lifted into the air, screaming, and pulled upward. As he is sucked inside, his body becomes tangled in barbed wire and tarp. This prevents him from fully entering the creature. Jean Jacket rejects him and violently spits him back out, glowing shape, resembling a living jellyfish or an angelic figure made of fabric and flesh. Its size becomes overwhelming, filling the sky. OJ and Emerald lock eyes from a distance. They silently acknowledge what must be done. OJ rides Lucky away from the ranch, drawing Jean Jacket's attention. Emerald takes Ryder's motorcycle and speeds toward Jupiter's claim. As Jean Jacket chases OJ, Emerald reaches the abandoned amusement park. She runs to the Winkin' Well, an old attraction where visitors look down into a well and an analog camera takes their picture. Emerald releases the park's giant balloon mascot, a cartoon version of Jupe winking and pointing. The balloon rises into the sky. Jean Jacket sees it and attacks. As the creature swallows the balloon, Emerald positions herself at the Winkin' Well. She looks straight up at Jean Jacket and triggers the camera at the exact moment the creature is overhead. Inside Jean Jacket, the balloon expands and then explodes. The pressure tears through the creature's body. Jean Jacket collapses and bursts apart in the sky. Emerald screams in victory and collapses near the well, exhausted and shaking. Soon, police and reporters arrive at Jupiter's claim. As Emerald stands up, she closes her eyes for a moment. When she opens them again, she sees OJ riding Lucky through the fog, alive. The final image left behind is the photograph taken from the Winkin' Well, proof of Jean Jacket's existence.